Hello, hello, hello. This is an informal video today. I wanted to make one for you guys as we come to the end of the year to thank you for supporting me and allowing me to share information and healthcare with you. 34 years of practicing and teaching, so much has changed and so much good in my life has come from this. Hopefully, you're enjoying this period between Christmas and New Year's and closing out one year and starting the next and making space for new things in the new year. I hope you'll have a year of improved health, as always, are able to map out goals and intentions for the new year. Reflect, be grateful, and give yourself space to create something better. So I'm very, very grateful. Happy New Year. Let's do this together. And guess what? I have a special guest today. I brought one of my favorite patients with me. I'm going to let her tell you how old she is. I'm not going to mess up that secret. This young lady has been with me for about 15 or more years, and she started as a regular patient, regular in quotations, and then she became a concierge patient. Recently, she became an anti aging patient. And we're going to talk about how that happened and what kind of transition she made and why she made it. But first of all, let me introduce you to Loretta Nippling. Hi, Loretta. Thank you so much for agreeing to come and talk with me today.
Of course.
You are the perfect candidate because you've been a patient of mine for a long time, but you're also a concierge patient, and now you're an anti aging patient. And I'm hoping that you're going to let folks know why, at your age, secret, someone might want to do anti aging. So, first of all, I know you travel a lot. Where did you travel this year?
Actually, I didn't travel this year. I stayed domestically this year.
Okay. Did you travel domestically?
Oh, yeah, just to the Midwest and, just around here. My last trip was transatlantic through the North Sea. That was about a year ago. And that was interesting. We got caught in the hurricane, So, anyway, I thought, wow, at my age, what am I doing out here on this boat? But it was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Well, speaking of your age, do you want to let them in on the secret?
I would be happy to let them in on the secret. I'm 84 years old and happy that I am. And I have been Dr. Tawakli's patient now for about 17 years, as it turns out.
Okay.
And she said that I was a regular patient and then a concierge patient and then an anti aging or vice versa. But part of the reason that I wasn't all of those things at the outset was that I totally misunderstood and did not ask the
Mhm.
question. I actually got to Dr. Tawakli because my doctor's office became a concierge doctor, and the state of Maryland said, she can't deal with you because you're Medicare. And that was wrong. But when I went to Dr. Tawakli, I assumed that that was the same for all doctors. So we never talked about the concierge part. We just never talked about it because I thought I understood. Same thing with the anti aging. Finally, the doctor said, if not now, when? But my concept of the anti aging, once again, never ask her to, explain it to me. I just thought I knew. My thought of anti aging was the cosmetic part of it. Her thought is anti aging to keep you young inside. I wish I'd have done it 15 years ago, but I didn't. And I'm perfectly happy doing it now, and I feel great. And I am going to cruise around the Hawaiian Islands this year in May. So I'm back to my travel, I think, if the world doesn't totally fall apart between now and then. But I really feel very fortunate at this age that I'm able to do this. That's why it's never too late to start, even though you
Exactly.
didn't get started at 65, which I should have. I didn't. And I'm moving it on now. For the next 20 years, I'll be doing it.
Well, Loretta, you are obviously not the sort of 84-year-old that gets wheeled to the gate at the airport.
No, not yet. Not yet.
So you are a great testimonial. But I'd like to go back a little bit and explain how you went from being a concierge patient, which you still are, to actually joining the anti-aging program. What happened in August?
What did happen? I have forgotten. We got talking about it, and
You called me up and you said, I don't feel like myself. I really feel incredibly tired. Do you remember? Was that
that's
August or
right,
September?
that's right. And that was not like me. And I didn't,
Exactly.
it wasn't, whatever. That's right. And I remember I was sitting across from you at your desk, and you said something about the anti aging program. And I said, well, what does that entail? I never asked before. And you told me, and of course,
Look at you now.
sounded to me
Yes.
like that's exactly what I wanted to do. So that's what we did.
And when I saw you a couple months ago and you had told me how bad you were feeling, as soon as I set eyes on you, I thought, this is not Loretta. Loretta is always sparkling, full of life. Something's not right. And so we decided to do the anti aging program. And obviously, we did all the things that we needed to do. And you're such a gung ho person. You were like, let's do it. And it worked out. And look
Yes,
at you now. You're back to being Loretta.
I am. I
Yes.
feel like myself.
Now, in the meantime, there were a couple of hiccups because we said, okay, well, let's look at this and let's look at that. Maybe we should have the cardiologist take a look at you. Uh-oh. They tried to fill your pockets with how many pills
I
before?
don't recall. I didn't take them for very long.
Right.
So,
So that was a little bit concerning, but being anti-aging, we powered through it and we realized that there was actually no need for you to be on all those pills.
but because you suggested it, I did it,
Yes.
and we eliminated. Now
Right.
we know that the heart is strong, and whatever. Now I have to say we're still having some hiccups with the fluid and whatever, but it's not anything I'm terribly concerned about at this point. I think part of it is just your body's changing as with time. But basically, I feel really good.
That's exactly what I want for all my patients. I want you to be able to feel good, see yourself, recognize yourself, and not think to yourself, well, maybe it's just age. Maybe I'm getting old. And
Well, we
obviously,
are. We are
these,
aging.
these thoughts do roll through your mind when you start to feel not the way you usually do. But for you, it was a major change. And you're right, we're all aging, but guess what? It beats the alternative.
It does. Absolutely. I say that all the time. I
It
have
beats
to
the
tell you, I have to tell your patients, but I'm telling you because you don't know this story. I was in your office yesterday to pick up something, and one of your staff, who's seen me several times, I was filling out a form or something, and she asked me my birth date. And I gave it to her, and she said, what? She said, oh my goodness, whatever you've been doing, continue to do it. And I said, well, talk to your boss about this.
Yeah,
She had no idea how old I was. It shocked
right.
her when she
She's
did the
relatively
subtraction.
new,
Yeah.
so she was the. But
Yeah,
you're right.
she did. She'd never put it together. So,
Yeah, I haven't talked to her yet, so I'm
no.
sure the first thing she'll tell me is, "Do you know how old Loretta is?" And I'll say, "That's the
Yeah,
whole
yeah, I
point."
do.
I'm so glad you are feeling well. You're looking great as always, and I'm glad we were able to get you back to Loretta
Yes, and I want to keep
and,
me that way.
and get you back to your travels and all your perky activities. So, would you help me say Happy New Year to my patients and people watching?
Well, of course.
Go for it.
Happy New Year because it can happen.
Yes. So I appreciate it, Retta. Would you recommend other people join our program?
Well, let's see. Well, of course. As a matter
Duh.
as a matter of fact, several of my friends who aren't your patients, by the way, I tell them the results of some of these tests that we did, and what we found out that we didn't know because most doctors don't take those tests, and they kept saying, "Oh, oh, well, maybe I should." And I said, "Well, hey, like you said, if you're, if
If
not
not
now,
now,
when?"
when?
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I highly recommend the program.
Thank
So,
you. So I wish you a wonderful 2024. I know I will see you
yes, you will.
regularly, and I'm always happy to see you and talk to you. And you've got my number, you've got my email address, so we're always communicating. Thank you so much for being kind enough to come and do this little interview.
Well, thank
And
you for asking me. I feel very honored.
no, you were a perfect choice. So I just said, I want to do an impromptu Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's move forward. And then I
Yep.
said, and I need to have a living, breathing patient to prove that it works. So thank you so much, Loretta.
Thank you very much, and have a good, happy rest of your holiday.
Thank you, sweetie. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye bye.
So I wish you all a wonderful new year and stay safe. And I will see you in 2024. This will be my last recording of the year. Probably, you never know, but I'm not planning on making any more. And I wanted to introduce you to my wonderful 84-year-old patient, Loretta. If you know anyone who's more perky than Loretta at 84, I would love to meet them. So I look forward to taking care of you and thank you for all your support in 2023. And this is me signing out for the end of the year. Bye.